the medical is and all. And they've really done, between Christy and Ron and the whole group, it's really government working together. But I want you to see it as opposed to waiting for us and then say, how was it, right? It really is pretty amazing. I think Bobby's going to figure it out. So nice to see you.
Thank you for visiting us down
for
here.
How are you?
They actually did all the work.
We're going to sweep this 6 times to make sure there's nothing that should be used for contraband or weapons before the detainees come in.
See what I mean? It's an amazing job. They've all done a great job.
The majority of them, people who have committed no violent crimes, are kept in unsafe conditions. That's why I called on the state to give the county monitoring access to Alligator Alcatraz.
Well, concerns over the conditions at the controversial migrant facility called Alligator Alcatraz are growing this morning. That land the facility is built on is owned by Miami-Dade County, but Mayor Daniela Levine-Cava says it's been taken over by the state. Cava is demanding weekly site reports from the state about the conditions at the facility and also scheduled visits by an oversight team. And this morning, another case of a migrant whose family is denouncing the conditions at Alligator Alcatraz. It's a story that you'll only see here on NBC 6. NBC 6's Brianna Nespro's live for us this morning with more on the conditions inside that facility. Brianna.
Well, Constance, we heard from a detainee as he spoke to his girlfriend over the phone. He says there's a lack of water, power outages, and plenty of mosquitoes.
Officials don't say anything. We're not told anything. That's Vladimir Miranda talking to his girlfriend Evelyn Ortiz from inside what state officials call Alligator Alcatraz.
The conditions that they're going through, they're horrible.
Ortiz says her boyfriend crossed the southern border, and like many Cuban migrants, he was given the I-220A form, a document that simply documents that a migrant has been released into the country by Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
He had the final hearing 2 weeks ago.
But she says days later, Miranda was detained by immigration officials at his job at the Orlando port. Then on Sunday, the 32-year-old was moved to the so-called Alligator Alcatraz. He says they're losing electricity, and when it's gone, they don't have access to water, which means no shower and no AC. They don't even have access to immigration attorneys, she says. Their legal representation is not allowed inside the facility, where she says others are getting sick.
They took somebody to the hospital because there is a lot of mosquitoes. There is a lot of mosquitoes, and he was getting swollen on his face, and they don't know what.
We've tried getting information from the state about the number of detainees inside the facility and the allegations these detainees are making, but so far, no response. We'll keep working. Live this morning, I'm Brianna Nesbrough, NBC 6 News.
Here on our statutory authority to be able to visit this detention center, we were denied access citing safety reasons. We asked then, and we've actually, so for the record, we've been waiting for about 2 hours to get in. According to the statute, it's a shall, not a may. We're able to come unannounced without providing notice. They said we didn't give notice. There was a press release that went out at 11:30 that we were coming here. The GOP welcomed us, so they knew we were coming. It is interesting that it was called unsafe when just hours ago that the President of the United States and Republican lawmakers were allowed to have access to this facility. It is also concerning that there are human beings, detainees in here, that if it's unsafe for us to be in here, how is it safe for them to be present? This could not and should not be happening. And I believe, and I think we all can agree, that what's happening in there is more than likely inhumane. It's more than likely cruel. We've seen pictures of flooding. We've seen pictures of, we've been out here in the rain. We've seen the mosquitoes. So if this is happening to us, I can't imagine what's happening to them. I asked the question, I'm a lawyer. If I have a client in there, am I able to go see them? I was told yes. And they said, okay, well, I have a client in there. Can I go see them? I was told no. So make it make sense.
Our King Jesus didn't bring us this far to abandon us now. You were called. You were chosen. You were knit together in your mother's wombs, fearfully and wonderfully made. We are called to serve. King Jesus bless you all.
I speak the name of Jesus over you.